In order to understand this question well, what we'll do is we'll try to separate these two motions, which is motion of A and motion of B, into two different graphs, and then analyze every statement separately with respect to these two graphs. All right. So we have a graph x comma t, x comma t. So the x-axis here represents the position of A and B, which means if we analyze the x-axis, we would be able to make a conclusion regarding how close or how far is A and B at any point of time. Now the x-axis here, which corresponds to the time at which the position is there for A and B, this will give an idea which one, A or B, has taken less time or more time to complete the motion. Okay. So from the two graphs, motion for A and B, we can mark a couple of positions here. Which are they? Since the x-axis represents position, I can take xai, which is position of A initial, and xaf, which is position of A final. Likewise, xbi, position of xb initial, xbf, position of B final, which actually corresponds to these two positions here. Okay. Now we have xai is equal to school. Why? Because the motion starts when A was in school. So xai represents school, and xaf represents this position here, represents position of A, the final position of A, which is actually home of A. Similarly, well, I think this blue should point over here, right? Yeah. Or maybe close to like this. Okay. So xbf is the final position, which is the home of B. xbi is the initial position, which is the school in which B is present, the same as A. Right? From the graph, it is clear that xaf, this distance, is less than xbf. Okay. Now this is where you will have to draw this on your notebook to get better understanding, because I'm drawing it separately. Okay. So xbf is greater than xaf. Therefore, final position of B is greater than final position of A, which means distance of B's. What is the final position of B? It is distance of B's home from school is greater than distance of A's home from school. Or in other words, this means that A lives farther and B lives closer. Wait. Distance of B's home is greater than distance of A. So it should be the other way around, right? Therefore, B lives farther and A lives closer. So from the first two statements, we have A lives closer to the school is now correct, and B lives closer to the school is wrong. All right. Okay. Now let's discuss this next set of things that are given to us. Again, from the graph, right? From the graph, we have time of A, the final position here, final position of B, which is at school or which is at home, and the corresponding time B, TB. Maybe I can add like this. So this is the position of A's home, and the corresponding, my bad, A's home, and the corresponding time is TA. Similarly, this is position of B's home and the corresponding time is TB. From the graph, it is clear that TA is greater than TB. Why? Because this is somewhere we get TA, right? So we have TA is greater than TB. What does it mean? It means that time taken by A to reach home is greater than time taken by B to reach home. Okay. Now looking at the option, A takes lesser time to reach home. Time taken by A to reach home is greater than time taken by B to reach home, which means this option is wrong. So we had the first one as correct, the second one was wrong, right? Now let's see the rest of the two statements. Now what do we have here? Again, graph of A, graph of B. Graph of A, which is the graph of xt. Graph of B, which is the graph of xt, makes an angle theta 1 with the x-axis. Graph of B makes an angle theta 2 with the x-axis. It is very clear by comparing these two graphs, if I were to draw this together, this would be theta 1, right? So it is very clear from the comparison of these two graphs that theta 2 is greater than theta 1, which means tan of theta 2 would be greater than tan of theta 1. Tan of theta 2 is actually the slope of xt graph of B. Tan of theta 1 is actually the slope of xt graph of A, right? Now, okay, let's do this one more time. Theta 2 is greater than theta 1. Taking tan on both sides, tan theta 2 should be greater than tan theta 1. Trying to convert it to the verbal way, what is tan theta 2? Tan theta 2 represents the slope of xt graph of B. Tan theta 1 represents the xt graph, the slope of xt graph of A. Now, what is slope of a position time relationship? Sorry, what is slope of a position time graph? It is velocity of B. Displacement time graph, my bad. What is slope of displacement time graph of A? It is velocity of A, which means from this comparison, we can clearly say that velocity of B is greater than velocity of A, or in other words, B travels faster than A. And therefore, B travels faster than A is correct, and A travels faster than B is wrong. A lives closer to school is correct. B lives closer to school is wrong. A takes lesser time to reach. What did we say that was? That's also wrong, right? So basically, out of the 5 options, 2 of them are correct, which is A and E, and the correct option goes as option A. Okay.